Hi, so today is about this SUQQU the cream foundation and the SUQQU Intense Cover Concealer. It's this one. And actually, if you don't know about this, SUQQU does this foundation every year. Like every year they do a new version of this. And I actually have the version of last year, which is 2019, and the version of 2018. So I think I would do to compare those three foundations to know what's the difference basically. But today is only about this foundation and the concealer. And it's like a jar. It's in this beautiful shiny black container. It says SUQQU on top, and there's a rim on the center, and it comes with a spatula. And my shade is 025, and actually this is why I love the foundation this year better, because I'm usually the shade 002 mixed with 003 of SUQQU foundation. So it's always, if I buy 002 it would be too light, and if I buy 3 it would be too dark. I have to either bear with what I bought or buy 2 and mix them, and this is not cheap at all. And this year they did a shade in between 002 and 003, which is 025. So that's, hopefully that's my shade. And it opens like this and has a stopper kind of thing. Actually, I don't really like this stopper thing. It's like very messy. I hope they can have another kind of way to make this more neat every time you get product from this. Like you can see it's always like this, and you put it back, and some get on the edge of this stopper, and you put it back. It push the foundation out of, you know, in between the jar and the stopper. It's really messy, and it's not hygienic, I think. And it looks like about the right shade. It looks like this. I think that's my correct shade, but I don't know. Can you see here? That's how it gets messy. Like everyone I have bought have this problem. And just for you to see, this is a very, I don't want to say thick, but it's definitely not runny, thin texture. It's like moisturizer kind of texture. What I'm gonna do is apply this with like this kind of cushion pads, whatever you call it. I think for this kind of cream foundation, because the texture is thicker, this kind of product can really pat the product to fit onto your skin, so it doesn't lift or anything, and layers better that way. I feel it has oxidized a little bit. What do you think? Just getting a little bit from the back of my hand and apply it on the face. I'm applying a very little amount of product, but it seems it goes on quite smoothly. Yeah, it's quite smooth, and I think it's like a medium coverage. Definitely not full coverage, I think. And actually I don't apply any foundation on my nose because I hate foundations on my nose, so I'm just gonna apply on my cheeks, like around my mouth and between my eyebrow, and bring a little bit on the forehead, not too much. I don't know if you can see it well, but it doesn't seems like there's anything on my face. It looks like I'm barefaced with no foundation. But it has like light to medium coverage, which is, I'm kind of surprised because their cream foundation is usually like medium or a little bit more than a medium coverage. I think this is the most sheer coverage cream foundation they have ever came out with. We can layer a little bit more since there's more on my hand. Yeah, it layers quite nicely. Still, it doesn't look like there's much product on my skin, but by layering the product, I think it has add some more coverage on my face, and you can see the color is oxidizing a little bit because it's a little bit darker than my neck, but I still think it works. And yeah, that's my face after applying this foundation. It looks really beautiful. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there is 30 grams of product. They have SPF 20 in this product, which is not that much. I don't think it will affect you when taking a picture of this. And this is the concealer. It looks very beautiful, like very elegant kind of concealer. It looks very SUQQU. I forgot how much it cost me, but there's very normal doe foot applicator. I'm taking some of it on my hand, which I think I got the shade too dark. It's a really dark shade. It's darker than my foundation, and it's quite peachy, I think. Yeah, it's darker. It's not very nice for under eye concealer, but it's the only shade I've got, so and blend it again with this cushion applicator thing. Looks very nice. Like, I apply on this area. It's covered the little dark circles and pigmentation. Well, I don't have like too bad of a under eye situation, so I don't know how the coverage is, but it works for me. And even though the shade is darker, it's not like too dark for my skin, I think. And since we are here, I also have a SUQQU powder, which is a very good powder. Maybe I can use this one thing. I'm planning to go outside to actually just buy some food, so I'm gonna wear a mask. So I definitely think we need a little bit more powder. So this is my base, finished. I don't know if you can see well, but I think it's very nice base. It's very smooth. I've used a lot of foundation, but it doesn't seem like I did. It looks like I just bare face applied some powder. And I didn't use any primer. I just used my normal moisturizer mixed with the Skin Food, and looking very nice. And maybe the camera doesn't catch it, but I have very large pores. My pores are like very visible, and very prone of, you know, product settling into my pores, and this product is not doing that, so it's very great, very beautiful. Like, by far I love it. I think I'm gonna do my full face only using the SUQQU product, and actually do another video about like on that. And I think I would wear it, actually it's 4 p.m. so I think I'm wearing it to like 10 in the evening. I don't know how this would last under a mask, but we will see. So this is about, it's 10:43 in the evening, so it's about 6 hours and 43 minutes, so it's nearly 7 hours. It's very shiny, very oily looking. And actually I have wore a mask for about an hour because I was outside, so I don't know if you can tell in this light, but it's lifting a little bit here, which is the area that touches the mask, but in other areas it looks fine. It doesn't look anything that's very bad or something, and I think just by a little bit of powder we can fix this. Little bit translucent powder. And actually the blush I applied on top of this foundation has held up quite well. I didn't apply that much from the beginning, so it's majority of the blush was still on my face, and the highlighter is still on my face as well. And don't know if you can see, but maybe I can make the light a little bit brighter. Maybe in this light you can see it a little better. That my concealer still looks great, and my eyeshadow, I applied eyeshadow on the new SUQQU concealer, so actually the eyeshadow held up quite well as well, so I'm quite pleased with the result. And normally for 7 hours of wear, there's definitely would be some foundation settling into my big pores, but it's not, the light is too bright, so I changed it back to this light. And I don't think my pores was like very visible, or the product just settling into my pores. It looks quite great. I really liked this foundation, even though it's very expensive. It's 68 pounds. I won't say it's absolutely worth every penny that I've spent on it, but it does the job, and it's a very good foundation. I don't regret that I bought the foundation and the concealer. The concealer is quite nice as well. It's just the color, maybe it's not that good, but that's my fault. I didn't choose the right color for me. So I think that's it. Yeah, bye.